Dear friends, welcome to Learning About. In this video, I have come up with another great news. So the Staff Selection Commission, they have released the tentative calendar of examinations for the year 2022. So in this video, I'll share the schedule, the eligibility criteria, the test, pattern, okay, and other details, okay. Now, Staff Selection Commission, as you know, it is an organization under the Government of India to recruit staffs for various posts, the various ministries and departments of Government of India and subordinate offices. And this commission is attached to the Office of Department of Personnel and Training. Now, the good news this year is that they are announced, all the big like for example CGL they have announced, okay, the combined graduate level, and combined higher secondary level they have announced, MTS they have announced, SSC JE they have announced, okay, and so they have also announced, the phase 10 notifications also has been announced, okay. So so many, so totally there are 15 exams, and and many of these will have the vacancy somewhere between 2000 to 3000. Okay, and so it's such a great opportunity, and almost all of these exams have no interview at all, okay. So that's another good news. So to start with, in December 2021, okay, so within this week we can expect the CGL notification. So CGL notification, so last week of December we can expect the notification, and last day to register would be January 2022, the third week of Jan 2022. And the exam would be held on April 2022. Now, if you see CGL, the eligibility is of course any graduate, but for some post, okay, so they may ask additionally some background in auditing or BSc statistics, etc. So for some of the posts they ask for specific degree, but otherwise for most of these posts any graduate is eligible. And so if you look at the different types of posts, so for example sub inspector in CBI, inspector in income tax, inspector in narcotics, okay, junior statistical officer, assistant audit officer, assistant account officer, okay. So these are the kind of posts that you can expect, and the salary, so all these are like non-gazetted posts, okay. So salary is somewhere between 40k to 80k, because not all posts are equal. So some posts, okay, the starting salary is 40k, for some it is like even 80k. And the age limit, if you see, for some posts the maximum age is 27 years, and for some it is it goes up to 32 years. Of course there's a relaxation, okay. For example, if you belong to the OBC category, 3 years relaxation. If you belong to the scheduled caste or scheduled tribe category, then like 5 years, and etc. And then of course for ex-servicemen and all that, okay, there are a lot of okay. And the exam, if you see, there are 3 tiers, okay. So tier 1 and tier 2 are multiple choice, okay. So tier 1 and tier 2 are multiple choice based questions, and tier 3 would be descriptive. And usually you have reasoning, quantitative aptitude or mathematical ability or whatever you call it, okay, or you call it as numerical ability, and then you have the general awareness, and you also have the verbal part, okay. So so as far as verbal part is concerned, we have questions in our practice platform. You can make use of it. For general awareness, quantitative aptitude and reasoning, we have videos for each of these exams, okay. So CGL, MTS, CHSL, okay. So for each of the SSC JE, for each of these exams, okay, we have separate, but actually if you see the content, it's very similar, okay. So only in some cases the levels are different, okay, but otherwise if you see the types of questions that you get in reasoning or general awareness, okay, so this is common across the different exams, okay. Now so this is 3 tier CGL, and in February we can expect the CHSL notification. So in CHSL, if you see lower division clerk, okay, so junior secretariat assistant, postal assistant, sorting assistant, data entry operator, okay, so that kind of posts you can expect, okay. So notification you can expect in first week of February, and first week of March could be the last day to register, and tentatively May you can have the exam. So here you have tier 1 and tier 2 examination. Tier 1 is MCQ. All these are computer based exams, okay, and tier 2 would be descriptive. Tier 2 would be descriptive, and so some of the exams will even have a tier 3 wherein they may go for your skill test like typing, okay, how many words you are able to type in how many minutes and so on, okay. So that is also possible. So here if you see the salary, you can expect somewhere between 25k to 40k, and age limit maximum is 27, okay, but of course there are a lot of relaxation according to the category to which you belong. And in March we can expect the MTS, okay, so multitasking staff examination, and so third week of March you can apply, and last day to register would be end of April, and June we can expect the exam. So here the qualification like 10th pass. Okay, so for CHSL it was 12th pass, so here it is matriculation. Okay, so 10th pass, and so here it will be like some some office assistant kind of roles. Okay, so here the starting salary is somewhere like 18k, and it can go up to 22k. So age is like somewhere 22 25 years or 27 age. Okay, that can be age limit. So here like you have two tier exam. So the tier 1 is like multiple choice, and similar to so quants quants reasoning. Okay, and then you have the general awareness and verbal, and tier 2 would be a descriptive essay writing kind of exam. That will be like tier 2. That's MTS. So in all these we can expect like lot of like opening, some 2000 3000 vacancies we can expect. And in May 2022 schedule selection post examination phase 10. So selection post examination phase 9 is like happening next month. Okay, notification for phase 10 we can expect in May. In June we can expect last day to register, and tentatively exam will be July 2022. Now here if you see, this will be at different levels. Okay, the eligibility can be graduation or 12th or 10th. Okay, or diploma, different, and also for some other posts it may require some experience. Okay, or some training or some internship or some apprenticeship you might have to finish. So it could be like experience, or it can be apprenticeship, or like some training or certification. Okay, so different posts in different ministries. Okay, but here like the overall vacancies, if you see, you can expect like 3000 4000, but if you look at the individual departments and so on, it will be like 1 or 2, and it will be like across the different regions. Okay, so it will not be, so you have to apply like based on the regions and all that. So this again, depending upon the exam, you will have different tiers. So again, so here the salary can be in any range. It can be like 25,000, or it can be 75,000. It can be in any range. Again, age limit also, it all depends on the specific post that to which you want to apply. And in May you can expect recruitment of head constable in Delhi police exam. Okay, so May notification, June like last day to register. So head constable, so something like 12th pass is the minimum eligibility criteria, and the salary can be like 25 to 30. And of course like as far as the police force is concerned, it comes with a lot of like benefits as well. And in June, constable and Delhi police. Okay, 10th pass is the eligibility. Notification like end of June and end of July, last day to register, and tentative exam October 2022. And in July, head constable, AWO and TPO. So AWO stands for assistant wireless operator, and TPO stands for teleprinter operator in Delhi police. Okay, again, so salary like 25k around. Okay, to start with, and then benefits. So notification first week of July, and August first week last day to register, and November examination. And so in all this you will have the tier 1 examination, and apart from, so as far as the police force is concerned, you will also have the physical requirements would be there. Okay, so when each of these exams like are announced, each of these notification comes out. Okay, so we'll definitely update in our channel. So next one is sub inspector. As far as sub inspector, so we need basically degree is the qualification, and the starting salary can somewhere be like 35,000 plus benefits. So sub inspector in Delhi police and central armed police forces examination, mid-August you can expect the notification, mid-September last day to register, December 2022 tentative exam. And then Hindi translator, junior Hindi translator, junior translator, senior Hindi translator, etc. So here they may expect like BA or MA in the relevant subject. Okay, so notification end of August, last day to register end of September, and tentative exam December 2022. So this will be like at like different levels of examinations will be held. Okay, and very important, scientific assistant and IMD. So last time I think there was about 1000 plus vacancies for this. So different qualifications, it can be in diploma in electronics, it can be like BSc computer science, and like BSc mathematics. So different degrees we can expect. Okay, so so it's a very very good post with different, very good salary and all that. End of August notification, end of September last day to register, and tentative exam Jan 2023 is another great opportunity. October 2022 recruitment of MTS civilian in Delhi police. So 11th October. Okay, and 15th November, and the tentative exam February 2023. Another most expected, so we can expect like 1500 to 3000 vacancies even. So junior engineer, civil, mechanical, electrical. So here diploma is the eligibility criteria. Diploma B, civil, mechanical, electrical can also apply. So here if you see, you have two tiers of examination. Tier 1 is like the tier 1 you have multiple choice. Okay, so again here you don't have the verbal, but you have like general intelligence and reasoning, you have general awareness and the subject. Okay, and then in tier 2 it will be descriptive, it will be purely subject. Okay, so in this we have very nice videos related to general intelligence and reasoning and general awareness. Okay, so you can make use of it, and so this needs a very good like preparation in the core subject. Okay, so you can prepare accordingly, and so last date, so we can expect the notification in end of November and end of December, last date to register, and the exam in March 2023. Okay, and the stenographer grade C and D. Okay, so for this like probably 12th is the eligibility, and then of course you have to know typing and all that, and so 5th of December is the last date to I'm sorry, start notification start date. End of December is the last date to register, and tentatively exam April 2023. So that is in December. Okay, and in Jan 2023 you can expect recruitment of constable, male and female Delhi police. Okay, and in February we can expect so this is another like one that comes with a lot of openings. Okay, so constables general duty in CA PF. Okay, so this is again another good opportunity who want to work in the central armed forces. Okay, central armed police forces. So we can expect notification in Feb next year, next in Feb 2023, and last date to register is end of March. Okay, and June 2023 tentative exam. So this is the list. So this list is shared in our Insta page. Okay, now if you have any queries you want to prepare, and all the relevant like links to whatever videos that we have is given in the description below, and if you have any questions, okay, please post your questions in the comment section below. If you are not already subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe, and I also have the some things to say. As far as application is concerned, you have to do a one-time application, and then for every exam when it is announced, you have to do that application on that moment. Okay, so that common application you can fill in your basic details. Okay, so fees for most of the examination is like 100 rupees, and like in that you have women candidates have an exemption, and also candidates belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe also they have an exemption. And so here like in the basic one-time registration they ask for the Aadhaar number. Okay, like ID. Okay, so if you have a government ID card, okay, you have to enter those details. Okay, your name, father's name, okay, and mother's name, date of birth. Okay, education, basic like qualification you have to enter. Okay, so basic details you have to enter. So this one-time registration is really helpful. Okay, your email ID, phone number, etc. you have to enter. Now after this, whenever a notification comes for let's say CGL or CHSL or MTS, okay, so you can apply for each of those notifications separately, right? And so whenever you go for the examinations, along with the admit card, okay, you have to carry your government ID card. As I said before, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe, and if you have any questions, please post your questions in the comment section below. And if you like this video, click on the like button, and please do share it with your friends. And thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.